So I invite everyone to find rest, whatever that looks like for you, whether that is Shavasana or seated or propped up with pillows. I did mention in the email to grab a block or a book, so hopefully you have one of those beside you. You only need one. And then just make your way into rest. If you didn't see my Facebook post that I posted just like about an hour ago, tonight we're going to cultivate some joy. A very special friend of mine lost her battle with cancer on Sunday, so my heart was a little heavy and I wanted to find some way to honor her, and I think that this is the way I do it. So we're going to cultivate joy because that's what she emanated wherever she went. So that's what we're going to try to do tonight. So again, finding some rest, remembering that I am just a guide on this journey. So please listen to your bodies, modify anywhere you need to, come out of a pose if you need to, find child's pose, whatever is comfortable for you today. I also invite you to find organic movement whenever you would like to, remembering that this is your practice. If there is anything happening with the internet or whatever, because I am outside, just feel free to message and I will try to see it from here. So again, I invite you to find some rest, whatever that looks like for you. And we're going to take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale, sigh it all out, let it go. One more time, deep inhale through the nose and exhale, sigh it out, let it go. And you may wish to close your eyes if that feels okay. And in the next few minutes of meditation, this is your time to simply be. To be reminded of the radiant energy of life in you and in all things around you. For there is great joy in life, and there is deep, profound joy in simply being. Now, starting to notice your breath. No need to change it. Just focus on it as it happens. Feeling it gently inhale through your nose and calmly escaping as you exhale. Now feeling your belly gently rise and fall as the air continues to flow in and out. Becoming increasingly present in this moment. And if you notice thoughts creep into your mind, just recognize them, but try not to follow them any further. Always coming back to your breath. Taking an inhale in and exhale out any tension or stress that you may be holding on to. Now starting to focus on joy. For you are capable of feeling intense, wonderful, profound joy right now. You may feel joy when you think of a memory of a special time. Hold on to that feeling and bring it into the present moment. Experiencing it, feeling it in this moment right now. Feeling this joy that exists within you. Taking a deep breath in, taking in this feeling of joy, and exhaling out this joy to others. Feeling the energy grow inside your body. And letting yourself enjoy every moment as you simply continue to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling, feeling joy in all when you're ready, slowly start to wake yourself up by wiggling your fingers and your toes, perhaps rocking your head from side to side, rolling out your wrists and your ankles. And with a big inhale in, legs to the midline, reaching our arms up over our head, big reach, stretch, nice deep inhale in, stretch nice and long. And exhale, sigh it out, let it go. One more time, deep inhale, reaching nice and long here. And exhaling, letting it go. Bringing one knee and then the other to our chest, holding onto the backs of our knees, the tops of our shins. You can even hold onto your ankles if that feels okay, crossing your legs there. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. And you can find stillness, or you can rock from side to side, kidney to kidney, shoulder to shoulder. And then finding stillness, placing our hands on the tops of our knees, just letting our feet dangle there. We're just going to pedal our knees out here. You can circle your knees a little bit, opening up your hips if that feels okay. And then hugging it in one more time. On our next exhale, releasing our left leg to the mat, flexing those toes, hugging that right knee in, again, holding onto the back of our thigh or the top of our shin. But if you're taking care of knees at all, just hold onto the back of a thigh there. And finding those little micro movements as we inhale, releasing a little bit, and as we exhale, finding that space you just created. Shoulders back and down, releasing any tension you can here. And then on our next exhale, releasing a little bit there and rocking our hip from side to side. Just little movements here. Lubricating our joint, getting ready. And then on our next breath, bending that left knee, placing our left foot on the mat, reaching our right foot up to the sky. If your leg doesn't straighten, that's okay. Your knee can be bent. And we can hold onto the back of our thigh here, if that's available to you, or just holding onto the side of the thigh. And we're going to flex and point that right foot. And then we're going to circle our ankle out to in one direction. And then the other. And then finding stillness, and we're just going to pull that leg in. So you can either continue to hold onto the back of the thigh, the top of your shin, or your ankle if that's available. And then on our next breath, releasing the right leg to the mat, flexing those right toes, bringing in the right knee this time, holding onto the back of the thigh or the top of the shin. Once more, rolling our shoulders back and down, releasing any tension here. Finding those micro movements. And then as we exhale, releasing out of that just a little bit and rocking that hip from side to side. And then finding stillness there, bending that right knee, placing the right foot on the mat, reaching the left foot up to the sky. Again, holding onto the back of the thigh or just the sides of your legs there. Leg does not have to be straight. And we're going to flex and point this side. Oh, there's a little squirrel come to join me. don't know if he realizes I'm here. And we're gonna circle that out one way and then the other. And then finding stillness, and we're just gonna pull that in again, holding onto the back of the thigh, the back of the shin, or perhaps your ankle, depending on your flexibility right now. Also remembering we're just starting to warm up, so being kind to yourself. And then on your next breath, bending that left knee, bringing the right knee, hugging it in for a breath. Releasing our feet to the mat, feet are about hips distance apart, knees are pointed to the sky, bringing our heels in as close as we can to the buttocks, finding our bridge pose here. So rooting into our shoulders, the tops of our arms, and all four corners of our feet. As we inhale, lift our hips up to the sky, bridge pose, holding here for a couple breaths. You can tuck your shoulders underneath your body if that feels a bit better. Chin to your chest here. One more breath here. And then as we exhale, slowly lowering one vertebrae at a time. Now finding our bridge flow, making sure our knees are pointed straight ahead like headlights on the car. We're gonna inhale to lift and exhale to lower. Moving with your breath here. And two more times. And last time, lifting up and then slowly lowering one vertebrae down, one vertebrae at a time. Bringing our feet further away from our body to the edges of the mat. Arms can go to either side. If you want, we're just gonna windshield washer our legs from side to side, working that out. Beautiful. Bringing our knees back to center, heel toeing our feet in here. We're gonna find crunches. So if crunches are not in your practice, what I'm gonna ask, or what I'm gonna show you the modifier here, is bringing your legs up to tabletop and just tapping one toe down and then the other, right and then left. If not, you're gonna go into full crunch. You can bring your hands behind your head, or you can also use your mat. If you hold on to the corners of your mat, you can use it almost like a hammock. So whichever version you'd like, let's find that. So bringing our hands behind our ears, if that's where we are. We're gonna inhale, exhale to lift, inhale to lower, exhale, lift, inhale, lower, warming up our core here. And two more. And last one here, lowering all the way down, hugging our knees to chest one final time. Releasing our feet to the mat, bringing our right or our left arm over our head, rolling over onto our right or left side, using our bicep as a pillow, and just finding a breath here, setting our intention for our practice. Letting go of judgment, letting go of expectation, and letting go of competition. Pressing into our palm, finding our way up into seated. And we're gonna find seated just for a breath or two. So whatever seated looks like for you, whether you wanna sit on a pillow or lotus, half lotus, whatever it is. You can wiggle it out, settling in here. Making sure our spine is nice and tall, crown of the head reaching towards the sky. And we're gonna inhale, reaching our right arm up to the sky. Just a lateral reach, your fingers reaching towards the sky, feeling the length you're creating in the right side of your body. from your fingertips all the way to your sits bones here. Holding that for one more breath. You can look at your bicep if that feels okay. And then exhale, lowering that down. Perhaps wiggling it out again, settling in. Inhaling, reaching our left arm up to the sky. This time, reaching through our fingertips. Crown is nice, is reaching high to the sky as well. Spine is nice and tall. Again, feeling that length you created in the left side body. You can look over to your left bicep if that feels okay. And then exhale, lowering that left hand down. This time we're going to reach both hands up, and we're going to bring our hands behind our ears, reaching up, reaching nice and tall, right through our fingertips here to the sky. And as we exhale, we're going to twist open to the right. So our left hand is going to go on our shin or on our knee, whatever is most comfortable. And our right hand goes behind us. You can cup your fingers or palm to the ground, just making sure our spine is nice and tall and we're not punching forward there. Finding this gentle twist here. One more breath. And then twisting our way out of that. Finding that one more time, reaching our hands behind our ears all the way up to the sky, reaching through our fingertips. And then exhale, twisting open to the left, placing your right hand on your knee or your shin, cupping your left fingertips behind you, or planting the palm on the ground. And bringing ourselves back to center. And then we're slowly just going to make our way into tabletop. So remembering in tabletop, fingers spread nice and wide. Hips over our heel, or hips over our knees. Shoulders over our wrists here. Spine is nice and tall. Crown of the head reaching forward. Now we're going to tuck our toes this time. And you're either going to love me or you're going to hate me in a second. So we're going to inhale, and then as we exhale, round our spine just a little bit, and we're going to lift our knees off the mat about an inch or two, and we're going to hold. Feeling your core start to fire up, your body start to shake, reminding you that you are alive here. A couple more breaths, knowing that you can breathe through anything. And then as we exhale, lowering our knees, untucking our toes, belly drops, chest lifts, cow. Exhale, tilting our tailbone down, rounding our spine up, head moving left. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat a few times here in your own breath. Perhaps closing your eyes. Remembering this movement always starts with the tailbone and ends with the neck. And one more time through. And then making our way into neutral spine, knees as either edges of the mat, big toes touch, sitting back on our heels, walking our hands out, chest melts to the ground, forehead to the mat, child's pose. Knowing the child's pose is available to you at any time. You can rock your head from side to side, massage that out if it feels good. You can rock your hips from side to side, or you can find stillness. One more breath here. And then as we exhale, pressing into the palms, coming back up into that kneeling plank this time. So our knees are behind our hips, shoulders are over our wrists again. Our torso is a nice long line of energy. We are going to flow through chaturanga push-ups. If push-ups are not your practice, you can flow from kneeling plank back to child's pose. If not, we're going to exhale, lowering halfway, elbows to ribs, inhaling up and back to child's pose, and flowing through this a few times here. Making sure our core is nice and strong, belly button to spine here. And one more time through. And then back to child's pose just for a breath. And coming back into tabletop. And we're just going to circle out our hips. We're just going to circle to the right. Picturing that there is a pencil in your belly button and you're drawing a circle on the ground here. And then finding the other direction. And finding stillness here in tabletop, tucking our toes, lifting our hips up and back, downward facing dog. Remembering our back is nice and straight. Bending our knees as much as we need to make sure our spine is nice and tall. You can pedal this out if it feels good. Exaggerate your movement. Rock your hips from side to side, whatever you need here. And then finding stillness here. And then slowly walking our hands to the back of the mat again. Finding forward fold. In forward fold, making sure our belly is rooted on our thighs there. Again, bending your knees as much as you need to make sure that that happens. Letting go of all the tension in our neck. We're going to nod our head yes and no. And yes again. You can hold on to opposite elbows if that feels good. You can rock side to side. And releasing out of that, finding that halfway lift. So hands on shins, thighs, or to the mat. Making sure our spine is nice and tall, crown of the head reaching forward, belly button to spine here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bending our knees, reaching our arms up to the sky. And hands to heart center. Finding mountain for a breath or two here. Feeling ourselves deeply rooted, rolling our shoulders back and down, palms facing open. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over our ankles. We're going to take a few beautiful sun breaths here. So we're going to inhale our arms all the way up. And exhale to heart center. One more time, inhaling all the way up to the sky. Exhaling to heart center. Finding one more breath in mountain pose here. Perhaps whispering to yourself, I choose joy. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, swan dive, bending our knees, hinging on our hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, walking our hands out to plank or kneeling plank. Whichever version you're in, making sure your shoulders are over your wrists, and we're just going to hold this for a few breaths. Shoulders protracting up to the sky. One long line of energy here. And then hinging our hips up and back, downward facing dog. Slowly walking our feet to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching our arms up to the sky. And exhaling to mountain. Now we're going to flow, keeping in mind that I forget my right and my left. So try to just do whatever side you didn't do before. Inhaling our arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hinging at our hips, bending our knees, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, full, planting our hands, reaching our right foot to the back of the mat. Perhaps settling into runner's lunge just for our breath. Lowering that right knee to the mat, often tucking those toes if that feels okay, and finding low lunge here, or kneeling lunge. Hands can be on your thighs, hips, heart center, all the way up. Exhale, planting our hands, left knee meets right. Child's pose for a breath. Inhaling forward to tabletop. Left foot in between our palms. Hand to heel if you get stuck. Finding our way up into kneeling lunge. Planting our hands, tucking that right toe, bending the right knee, right foot meets left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hold, inhale, reaching all the way up to the sky. Slight back bend if that feels okay. And exhaling into mountain. Inhaling all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hinge at our hips, bending our knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, planting our hands, left foot goes back this time, finding that runner's lunge. Lowering that left knee if that feels okay. We're untucking our toes, kneeling lunge. Planting our hands, right knee meets left, child's pose. Inhaling forward, right foot in between our hands, making our way all the way up. Planting our hands, tucking those left toes, bending that left knee, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhaling all the way up. And exhaling into mountain. Now doing a full flow this time. Inhaling all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hinge at our hips, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, planting our hands. Right foot goes to the back of the mat this time. Runner's lunge for breath, lowering that knee, untucking those toes, kneeling lunge. Exhale, planting our hands, left knee meets right, child's pose. Inhaling forward to kneeling plank, lowering all the way to the mat, rooting into the tops of our toes, inhaling cobra. Exhale, release, pressing through our palms, back to child's pose. Inhaling forward to tabletop. Left foot in between our hands, kneeling lunge. Planting our hands, tucking those right toes, right foot meets left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, inhaling all the way up. And exhaling into chair. Inhaling all the way to the sky. Exhaling to mountain. Inhaling up. Exhale, hinge at our hips, bending our knees, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, planting our hands. Left foot goes back, finding runner's lunge. Lowering that knee, untucking those toes. Kneeling lunge. Exhale, planting our hands. Right knee meets left. Child's pose. Inhaling forward to kneeling plank. Lowering all the way down, elbows and ribs. Inhaling cobra. Exhale, lower. Pressing through our palms, back to child's pose. Inhaling forward, right foot between our hands, hand to heel if we get stuck. Kneeling lunge, planting our hands, tucking those left toes, left foot meets right, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, bending our knees, reaching ourselves all the way up. And exhaling into chair. Exhaling to mountain. Staying with that modified flow, we're going through 2 more times, a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at our hips, bending our knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, planting our hands, right foot steps back, this time high on the ball mound in that foot, or releasing that knee to the ground for low lunge or high crescent lunge. Again, hands can be wherever you would like them. Exhale, planting our hands, left foot meets right, downward facing dog or child's pose. Flowing forward to plank or kneeling plank. high on the tips of our toes, lowering all the way to the mat. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog or child's pose. Reaching our right foot to the sky. Bringing our right foot in between our hands. High crescent lunge or kneeling lunge. Planting our hands, bending that left foot meets right, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold, inhaling all the way up. Exhaling into chair for a breath. Inhaling up. Exhaling into mountain. One more time. Inhaling up to the sky. Exhale, hinge at our hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, planting our hands, left foot to the back of the mat this time. Finding our way to runner's lunge or kneeling lunge. Planting those hands, right foot meets left. Downward facing dog or child's pose. Rolling forward into plank or kneeling plank. Lowering halfway or all the way to the ground. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog or child's pose. Left leg lifts up this time. Left foot between our hands. Crescent lunge or kneeling lunge. Planting our hands, bending the right foot meets left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, inhaling all the way up. Exhaling into chair. Inhaling all the way up to the right, back into that feels okay. Move down to heart center. Finding mountain here. We're going to find that steer's pose before we move on. So steer's pose, feet hips distance apart. And then we're going to slowly lower down into that chair, making sure our belly button is to spine, making sure we can see our knees past, or our toes past our knees, and our fingers are reaching towards the ground here. Perhaps sitting down a little bit deeper if that's okay. And then trying to lift our toes off the mat, holding here. Wonderful strengthener for all the muscles around. One more breath here. Lowering our feet, our toes to the mat, reaching up to the sky. And hands to heart center. If you need to take a break and grab a drink of water, you can. And then when you're ready, finding your way back to the mountain pose. Inhaling our arms up to the sky. Exhale, lifting at our hips, bending our knees forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to plant our hands, reaching our left foot to the back of the mat. High on the bottom end of that foot, heel is to the sky. And we're going to find our way into crescent lunge. However, crescent lunge doesn't feel comfortable for you. You can find warrior one, or you can lower your knee to the mat. Whatever feels most comfortable today. We are going to be in this for a few breaths. So we're going to start with our arms all the way up to the sky or heart center, whatever feels better for you. And then on our next breath, we're going to bring our arms parallel to the ground, palms facing each other. We're going to take a deep inhale, finding some length. And as we exhale, we're going to reach our left arm open to the left, twisting open here. Inhaling back to center. Resetting with a breath here. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, twisting open to the right. Inhaling back to center. And just flowing through this a couple times here. Find your breath and your movement. Opening up one more side to the right. Bringing Bringing ourselves back to center, arms up at heart center, shoulders back and down. Holding forward, planting our hands. Right foot meets left into downward facing dog or child's pose. You can pedal that out if you'd like. Finding downward dog for a breath. Reaching that left leg to the sky. Bringing that left knee through. And setting up for a lunge on the other side again. High on the ball mat, that foot right heel to the sky. Reaching our arms all the way up. Should we just do this leg? Probably did. If we did, just switch to the other side. I am so sorry. Finding this for a breath or two. Reaching our arms forward, parallel to the ground, palms facing each other. Inhaling, finding length. We're going to exhale, opening up to the right this time. Inhaling back to center, finding a resetting breath here. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, twisting open to the left. Inhaling center and flowing through this huge. Twisting open one more time to the left. Making our way back to center, finding our arms up to the sky or at heart center, shoulders back and down. Planting our hands, bending our knee, right foot meets left, forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bending our knees, reaching our arms up to the sky. And exhale down through heart center. And we're going to find our hatha part of our practice. So we're just going to grab one block and just leave it at the top of our mat. Because we're going to find balancing half moon at the end. So making our way to the top of the mat in mountain pose. Rolling shoulders back and down, palms facing forward, ready to receive all that is made. Perhaps closing your eyes for a breath. Feeling yourself firmly rooted in the ground beneath you. As your eyes are closed, slowly back and open, letting in all that beautiful sunshine. And we're going to release our left foot back, finding our warrior one stand. So lunging into that front knee, knees over our ankle. Our left toes are pointed to the top corner of the mat, hips are square to the front. Arms can go all the way up at heart center on our hips, wherever we would like them to be. Shoulders back and down, knitting our ribs in so they're not flaring out. Just finding our breath here. Bringing our hands through to heart center, we're going to find chest expansion. So there's a couple different options for you. You can reach your arms back, interlacing your fingertips, pressing your shoulder blades together, opening up your chest. If that's not available, you can hold on to opposite elbows or forearms, or you can reach back like you're holding a beach ball. Whichever version is good for you, I invite you to find that. And just finding little bit of a chest expansion, heart opening here. Making sure we're still lunging into that front knee. Inhale, releasing ourselves up out of that, bringing our hands to heart center, straightening that right leg. Heel toeing our left foot out, finding warrior two. Heel to heel or heel to arch alignment, lunging into that front knee. Knees over our ankle. We should be able to see our big toe on the inside of our knee. Arms forward and back. Looking out over our right fingertips here. beautiful, strong warrior. Now we're gonna flex and flow through this warrior two. So we're gonna bend our arms, just like cactus almost. And then as we inhale, we're gonna straighten that right leg, bring our elbows together. Exhale, open, inhaling together. Exhale, lunging into that knee. A couple more times here. Stretching and strengthening here. Two more times. And finding warrior two. Right palm reaches up a little, reach forward, exalting our warrior. Left hand can be along our back leg, behind our low back. Still lunging into that front leg. Back to warrior two, bending that front arm on the top of our thigh, circling that left arm back and around, supported with side angle. If you'd like to find full side angle, I invite you to do that. Elbow into knee, knee into elbow. And now I'm going to show you how we're going to flow through this. So we're going to use the strength of our core to lift ourselves up and exalt our warrior. Our torso is the only thing moving, flowing forward and back to full side angle or supported side angle. And making you earn your wine tonight. And one more time through here. And then finding side angle or supported side angle. You can heel toe that in a little bit if you'd like. Straightening that right leg, tilting that left hip out. Triangle pose. Trikonasana. And this is where we're going to reach for our blocks. We're going to heel toe that left foot in, bending that right knee, grabbing that block, propelling forward here. Woo! I'm on some uneven ground. So our hand is under, our wrist is underneath our shoulder. Back, our foot is flexed. Opening up to the left. Balancing half moon. One more breath here. And then bending into that right leg, finding our way back into warrior two. As gracefully as we can. Little reach forward, exalting our warrior one more time. And then we're going to windmill our arms forward, pivoting that left foot. Left foot meets right. Forward, fold. We're going to pedal out our feet here. And finding stillness, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, inhaling, reaching our arms up. Exhaling into mountain. Now we're going to find the other side to that. Starting in mountain pose here for a breath. Feeling yourself rooted and strong. Reaching our right foot back, finding that warrior one on the left. Hips facing forward, left knee is over our ankle. Right toes pointing to the top corner of our mats. Arms can be up or at heart center. Finding our breath. Inhaling, bringing our hands through the heart center, finding our chest expansion on this side, whatever that looks like. So reaching our arms back, holding onto our forearms, our elbows, interlacing our fingers, holding onto the beach ball. Shoulders together, chest lift here. And making our way out of that back to warrior one. Hands to heart center. Heel toeing that out for a warrior two stance. Heel to heel or heel to arch alignment. Lunging into that front knee. Arms forward and back. Warrior two. Get out over our left fingertips. Shoulders back and down. And remembering to breathe. We're going to bend our elbows again, cactus arms here. Inhaling, straightening that left leg, elbows together. Exhale, lunging and opening. Inhale. Exhale. A couple more times here. And one more time. Finding warrior two. A little palm reaches up, little reach forward, exalting our warrior on this side. Right arm can be down by our side or around our back. Finding warrior two, bending that right or that left arm on the top of our thigh, circling that right arm back and down, supported side ankle or extended side ankle if you'd like. Heel or knee into elbow, elbow into knee. And then we're going to flow through this just like we did on the other side. So we're going to inhale using our core all the way up into exalted. All the way forward. Side ankle or supported side ankle. Flowing through this a few more times. And one more time. All the way up. Finding side angle here for a breath. You can heel toe your right leg in if you need to. Straightening that left leg, tilting that right hip out. Triangle on the side. Heel toeing that right foot in, reaching for that block. Wrist underneath our shoulder. Opening up on this side, flexing those right toes, finding balancing half moon here. One more breath. Bending that left knee, making our way back to warrior two. Left palm reaches up, little reach forward, exalting our warrior one final time. Cartwheeling our arms to the top of the mat, pivoting that right toe. Bending that right knee, right foot meets left. Forward folds. Again, you can pedal this out if it feels good. Or just find stillness. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to plant our hands and make our way into tabletop. Let me turn around. And then slowly lower ourselves all the way to the mat. And we're going to find Sphinx pose. So palms facing down, arms out in front of us. Elbows underneath our shoulders. Chest shining forward. We're looking down and ahead. Trying to let go of all of the muscles in your low back and your buttocks. Just finding this gentle supported back bend here for a few breaths. And on our next breath, we're going to exhale, slowly lowering down. Bringing our hands beside our ribs, pressing up and back into child's pose. And making our way up to the tabletop. And into seated. Legs out stretched. Little bit of flexion in your toes there. Finding your sit bones on the mat. Reaching our arms up As we exhale, hinge at our hips, folding forward into this beautiful seated forward fold here. And just holding this for a few breaths. Letting gravity help you. Perhaps in this pose, letting a few worries roll off your shoulders. Our next breath, slowly making our way up to the feet, bending our knees, feet our soles of the feet to touch, finding butterfly pose here. Inhaling, lifting our spine nice and tall. Exhale, hinging at our hips, folding forward, round your spine. Inhaling all the way up out of that, using our hands to close our knees up like a book, finding our way into the middle of the mat, rolling down on our back, hugging one knee and the other, knees to chest. Again, you can rock side to side. Basically, hands on the tops of our knees, letting our feet just dangle. We're going to do those circles on the ceiling here. Getting rid of any tension you may have built up in your lower back. Get a nice massage. And then the other direction. And then releasing our feet to the mat, crossing our right ankle underneath our left knee. Flexing those right toes. You can stay here. You can add on. You can reach through, grabbing the back of your thigh or the top of your shin. Making sure your shoulders remain on the mat. And holding this here. And releasing the left foot down and crossing the right leg, crossing our left ankle underneath our right knee this time. If it feels good, stay here, flexing our left toes, or reaching through to the back of the thigh or the top of our shin, just making sure our shoulders are on the mat. And then releasing our way out of that. Arms can go out to cactus or straight out to either side into T-arms. Knees up to tabletop. And we're just going to slowly lower our knees to the right as we look out over the left, making sure our left shoulder is breathing. Holding this. Closing your eyes if that feels okay. And then on our next breath, bringing our knees back through to center and slowly lowering them to the left. Rooting our right shoulder down, looking out over our right shoulder if that feels okay.
bringing our knees back through to center, taking one last big hug in, and then releasing our feet to the edges of the mat, arms to either side of our body, palms facing up. Final resting pose, Shavasana. Knowing that it's a time to relax, a time to restore, and a time to let go. Taking a deep inhale through the nose, filling up our belly. And exhale, sigh it out, let it go. And just finding your breath. And when you're ready, slowly start to wake yourself up. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Rocking your head from side to side. Rolling out your wrists and your ankles. And then finding whatever other movement you need to bring yourself back, whether that's a full reach stretch, knees to chest, or just more rest. I invite you to find that now. And on your next breath, placing your feet on the mat, bending your knees, reaching your right or your left arm over your head, rolling over onto your right or your left side, and taking one last goodbye breath here. Pressing into your palm and making your way up to seated. And we're going to take one last inhale and exhale together, inhaling our arms all the way up to the sky, gathering in all that beautiful energy. And exhaling it down into our heart center as we gently bow. Thank you so much for joining me again this evening. The love and the light in me truly sees and honors the love and the light in each and every one of you. And I invite you all to continue to choose joy. Namaste. Oh, it's not working.